What's up guys, it's your boy, Barca Boy 103. Today we're going to be reacting to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Firstly, on Lewandowski, the player only wants to join Barcelona despite interest from Manchester United, PSG, and Chelsea, and he's even willing to take a wage cut to make the deal possible this summer. He recently had a phone call with Xavi, and Xavi told him in that phone call, "We want you to join the club this summer." Alongside Lewandowski, Xavi also wants Marcus Alonso and Azpilicueta this summer, but more so Azpilicueta. The club right now are negotiating with Chelsea and the players and hope to complete these two deals, but talks are currently ongoing. And also with Valencia, the club yesterday had a meeting with the Valencia board to discuss about two players, Carlos Soler and Jose Gaya, who currently both their futures at Valencia are in the air, and Barcelona also offers some current Barcelona players to Valencia as well, and we'll let you guys know about that. We have some contract renewal updates, of course, on Ousmane, Dembele, Xavi, and Dani Alves. And finally, Joan Laporta has given an interview with Catalunya Radio, and I will cover the entire interview because it gives us some absolutely big bombshells on the CVC deal, Barca Studio, and BLM, and how that can save Frankie de Jong's career at Barcelona. Before we get into it, make sure you guys smash that like button down below. Let's try to get to 300 likes on this video. It'd be very much appreciated. And also, if you're new, make sure you subscribe down below if you haven't already, and let's get into it. Let's start off with the transfer news over the past 24 hours. The first player that we have been linked with, of course, is Robert Lewandowski, and we do have some more encouraging news about his possible transfer to Barcelona this summer. First, to come and give him Sky Germany, they've come out saying that Lewandowski wants to move to Barcelona as soon as possible, and Barcelona want to start official contacts with Bayern Munich by the end of this week, and Xavi has made it clear to the Polish striker via telephone, "We want you." So Xavi has called Lewandowski, that is now confirmed, and he told him that we want you and we want you to join the club at some point, of course, this summer. Now, Mundo Deportivo have come out saying that Barcelona's goal is to sign Lewandowski for around 30 to 35 million euros. Official talks with Bayern Munich will start in the coming days, and Barcelona could try to include Memphis Depay in the deal if Bayern Munich would be interested. So of course, Bayern Munich want to find a replacement for Lewandowski, and if we just offered Memphis Depay as a replacement, it could make the deal much easier. Now, Mundo Deportivo also came out saying that Lewandowski only wants to play for Barcelona next season and is ready to take a wage cut. The Polish striker currently earns 22 million per year gross at Bayern Munich and is willing to sacrifice up to 6 million euros net per year to be able to play for Barcelona. I mean, this just shows how absolutely massive we are. This man is a legend of Bayern Munich and is willing to take a pay cut to leave to join Barcelona. Now, Fabrizio Romano has come out saying that despite interest from PSG, Chelsea, and Manchester United since last summer, Lewandowski's priority is still Barcelona this summer. His agent Xavi is giving priority to Barcelona as well. A 3-year deal is on the table, but still waiting for the clubs to start official talks over his transfer. And also, the Polish media have also come out saying that Lewandowski wants to leave Bayern Munich and join Barcelona as soon as possible, and he wants to join this summer, not in 2023 when he will be a free agent. Bayern Munich say in public that he will stay next season to keep up the reputation and also get time to find a replacement. So also now the Polish media are saying that everything Bayern Munich is saying in public is absolutely crap. Internally, they know that they have to let go of Lewandowski, but they first, of course, want to find a suitable replacement, and also they want a good offer from Barcelona. And lastly, Joan Laporta came out back in that statement as well, saying regarding Lewandowski, nothing will be advanced publicly until Bayern Munich find a suitable replacement for him. So again, until they sign Haller or this other striker that's from Croatia, whoever it may be, until they sign someone in public, they will say Lewandowski is not for sale, he'll stay until a free agent, we don't care, yada yada yada, to of course keep up his value and also make Barcelona wait and wait and wait. So we'll wait and see. The fact that Lewandowski wants only Barcelona and also wants to take a wage cut, for me signifies that this deal, in my opinion, will happen. For me, the only question is when will it happen, and also how much will Barcelona fully pay for Bayern Munich for Lewandowski, and also what will Lewandowski's wages be at this point. Because for me, I think Lewandowski's push now is going to be becoming bigger and bigger and bigger, and sooner rather than later, Barcelona and Bayern Munich will be in contact for the official sale of Lewandowski. Now, another priority for Barcelona in the attack is the Brazilian winger from Leeds United, Raphinha. Goal España have come out saying that Barcelona have already closed an agreement on personal terms with Raphinha for a 5-year contract, with his current salary at Leeds being double, and the player wants to leave Leeds and his first priority is Barcelona. But Leeds United want to negotiate with Barcelona when the season ends this weekend. So with the future right now of Adama, Memphis, and Ousmane Dembele in the air, Barcelona are still in full pursuit for Raphinha. But again, it does depend on where they finish in the Premier League, in the relegation zone, or if they stay up. If they stay up, I think this deal will be very, very complicated. They're going to ask for, I'd say 40 to 50 million euros plus. But of course, if they get relegated, a 25 million euro release clause becomes active. Now, with the board prioritizing the attack this summer, the priority for Xavi this summer is to reinforce the defense. More specifically, he wants both Marcos Alonso and Cesar Azpilicueta to join the club this summer. Firstly, Cesar came out saying that Marcos Alonso also wants to join Barcelona this summer. Both Barcelona and the player's sources confirmed that he has an agreement with Chelsea in order to facilitate an exit this summer. More sources come out saying that Xavi wants a left back, and the one who is closest to joining Barcelona is Marcos Alonso. The player wants to join Barcelona, and the negotiations right now are completely open. Moses Malloran from ESPN came out saying that Marcos Alonso has not yet been able to convey his feelings to the Chelsea management about playing for Barcelona, but he does hope to do so very, very soon. So all signals right now are pointing for Marcos Alonso to come in as the new left back at Barcelona this summer. And finally, Fabrizio Romano came out saying that Barcelona are working on both Cesar Azpilicueta and Marcos Alonso deals. Alonso is set to leave Chelsea this summer, but the deal does depend on the final price. Azpilicueta has a 2-year deal on the table from Barcelona, but is now waiting for a meeting with Chelsea to decide his future. Couple things. Number one, I don't want to pay money for both these two players. I'll be completely honest. I think both of them on a free deal, I can, calm myself about. But if we're going to pay money for them, I'm going to be more pissed. Secondly, if we're going to pay money, I would only pay money for Azpilicueta because I don't know why Xavi is desperate for him. At the two Xavi can pick, no doubt he's picking Azpilicueta. I don't know why he wants him so much, but I would not spend a dime or a penny over 10 million euros for both players. Apparently Chelsea want 11 for Azpilicueta and about 10 for Alonso. I'm not spending 20 million euros on two depth players, man. This is Barcelona. I mean, Real Madrid are about to get Mbappe. We're going to have, Azpilicueta marking him on the right-hand side? I mean, come on, let's be real, man. We'll wait and see. I don't know why. I'm as disappointed as you guys that these two players are the number one priorities in the defense right now, but we'll wait and see how it goes. I think the Alonso deal will be a bit complicated, but Azpilicueta, I think Barcelona will go full force for him. If we can only take one, I would take Azpilicueta. I'm okay with one, but both players I do have a problem with. So wait and see what happens, but again, Barcelona are working on both deals for Azpilicueta and Alonso this summer. But there is still hope in the left back position that someone else can come in besides Marcos Alonso, and Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Barcelona have ruled out the option of Alejandro Grimaldo, but Jose Gaya reappears on the radar. Marcos Alonso tops the list of candidates, but there is still a long way to go for his transfer, and Barcelona do not want to spend much money on a left back. Now, a couple of things. If Barcelona don't want to spend that much money, then why are you ruling out Grimaldo, who's probably the best and cheapest option that's available right now? Of course, Guy is better than him, but he's difficult. Alonso, Xavi wants him, but that operation is difficult. It makes no sense. But of course, if there's someone else at left back that can come in instead of Marcos Alonso, I would happily take Jose Gaya. And apparently, Barcelona has met with Valencia yesterday in a meeting at a restaurant. It's been confirmed all over the place, and it was leaked by Gerard Romero. He came out saying that Joan Laporta had a meeting with Valencia's owners Lee and Murphy. The relationship between Joan Laporta and Lim is good. Many things discussed in the meeting, and FC Barcelona are interested in both Jose Gaya and Carlos Soler, while on the other hand, Valencia are very interested in Martin Braithwaite. And also some big news, according to the local Valencia press, are reporting that Valencia were the ones who actually requested the meeting between Barcelona and themselves. They want to know their thoughts on the intention of Gaya and Soler. Their president Murphy plans to meet with Gaya's agent soon to discuss his future and a possible contract renewal. Now, according to Hector Gomez, who is without a doubt the best source in Valencia, he came out saying that Carlos Soler and Jose Gaya were both offered to Barcelona in the meeting. Valencia asked for 60 million euros for both of them, but Barcelona said no. Now, back in 2019, I think that would be a reasonable price for both these two players, but right now in 2022, hell no. I think 30 is a fair deal for both these two players, but 60 is absolutely ridiculous. Now, apparently Barcelona have put on the table Martin Braithwaite, Riqui Puig, and also Serginho Dest to lower that price, but apparently Valencia were only interested in Martin Braithwaite and specifically on a loan deal, but the club want to get rid of him, no doubt about that. Now, finally, Juan Martí came out saying that Barcelona are still very interested in Jose Gaya and they want him this summer, but Barcelona cannot present a formal offer due to the financial situation at the club right now. Carlos Soler was a name also mentioned in that meeting, but not as much as Jose Gaya. So the club are fully back in now for Jose Gaya. The big question is now, will Valencia offer him a contract renewal? They do want to do so. They are planning to do so, but will that contract renewal satisfy Jose Gaya? That is the big question. Carlos Soler, there is interest in there, but Gaya at the 2 is the priority. We'll wait and see, but right now we're pushing for luck. But the most important thing is that there was a meeting. It's been confirmed, videos, pictures all over the place, and Barcelona currently would rather sign Jose Gaya over Carlos Soler. Now, along with the full-back positions, Xavi also wants another center-back this summer to be signed alongside Andreas Christensen, and Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Jules Kounde is Xavi's favorite center-back, followed up by Kalidou Koulibaly, but Kounde has a very high release clause. A deal won't be possible without player swap deals, which Sevilla right now are not open to. Also, moreover, Chelsea want him as well and are willing to pay cash. Now, like I said in yesterday's video, I'll say it again. At the 2 right now, I would take Koulibaly every single day of the week. Of course, if there's no, price tag attached, I would take Kounde. Younger, up and coming in his prime, could be better than Koulibaly's prime. La Liga experience as well. But with the price tag set, without a doubt, I would be going for Koulibaly. Now, Sport have come out saying that Xavi wants a left-footed center back as both Umtiti and Lenglet are on the market and likely to leave Barcelona this summer. But currently, it is not a priority to reinforce the left center back position. Romagnoli and Martinez are 2 players that both Xavi and Barcelona like. So let me ask you guys this question. Would you take Romagnoli on a free transfer or not sign another center back? For me, I would take Romagnoli. I think he's decent. He can challenge, Christensen as that 3rd choice center back, but I don't think he gets in the lineup ahead of Araujo and PK. I would pay the 20 million euros to get Martinez over Romagnoli, but the problem is that Martinez right now does not really want to change scenery. He wants to stay at Ajax with the World Cup coming up, and I completely understand that. So we'll have to wait and see. No doubt Xavi's asking for another center back and the club are looking, but right now they consider the fullback positions a priority. The question now is, who will be that center back that Barcelona pursue? Will it be Romagnoli, Martinez, Kounde, or Koulibaly? Let's now discuss the players who have been rumored to leave Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, of course, the 2 main candidates right now, Clement Lenglet and Samuel Umtiti. Firstly, on Lenglet, Sport have come out saying that Barcelona considered that getting transfer offers for Clement Lenglet will be extremely hard because of his high salary. They currently do not rule out loading him this summer. I mean, oh my god. We're just going to loan out all the dead wood. We're not going to get any transfer fee coming in whatsoever. And that's why Barcelona are considering selling Frenkie de Jong. Because Lenglet, Mingueza, Umtiti, Riqui Puig, Braithwaite, Luke, Adama will bring you a big fat €0 coming into the club, and that's the main problem. Umtiti, the exact same situation. Sport have come out saying that Barcelona will give Samuel Umtiti some minutes in the final match of the season against Villarreal to show that he's still fully recovered from his injury. The idea is to loan him out as he has reduced his salary with that contract renewal back in January. There were already teams in France interested. It's difficult, but not impossible. I think we gotta terminate these guys' contract. I am sick and tired of reporting on these 2 players every single transfer video, and there's no hope. I think these 2 players, I think their football careers at this point are absolutely done. They're only here at Barcelona because some idiot, must not be named at this point, gave them a contract. I'm sick to death, man. I mean, you're gonna be a footballer once in your career, and your ambition is to sit on the Barcelona bench and earn some money. I mean, it is what it is. We'll wait and see. I think both these 2 players will end up leaving. The question is, how will it happen? Transfer fee, loan, player swap deal, or even a termination of contract. Now, the next player's future that is currently in doubt is the Barcelona B striker Ferran Jutgla. Sport have come out saying that Barcelona will decide Ferran Jutgla's future in the coming weeks. A sale is the most feasible scenario, but currently there are 3 options. Number 1, sell him for a good price. Number 2, extend his contract and then loan him out and then get a good price later on, or keep him if he does well. Third, preseason with the first team and then decide. So we'll wait and see. I think that third option right now is the most likely one, but if a good offer comes in, or we do have to, renew his contract, those options could be coming in ahead of that preseason, participation. So wait and see, but currently Ferran Jutgla's future right now at Barcelona is in doubt. Let's now discuss some contract renewal updates around the first team at Barcelona. Firstly, on the contract renewal of Dani Alves. Now, Sport have come out saying the club will offer a renewal to Dani Alves for another year, but with the possibility of rescinding it in January, of course, after the World Cup. Barcelona have not found a good right back at an affordable price currently, so Dani Alves will likely continue as per Xavi's request. Negotiation for a renewal could start next week after the final match day against Villarreal in La Liga. So I think Dani Alves will continue now. At this point, the question is, what will Barcelona offer him? Of course, he earned his €3 million bonus by playing 60% of the matches from, since he signed until this point. I think what will happen is they will renew his contract for 1 year, but could possibly break it in January after the World Cup, because of course at that point you could bring in another right back, or something could happen at that point, just to have that clause in there just in case. We'll wait and see, but in my opinion, and of course in the opinion of the media currently, Barcelona will offer Dani Alves a contract renewal. The next and final contract renewal update is on the contract renewal of Ousmane Dembele, and Sport have come out saying that Barcelona currently are not too optimistic about Ousmane Dembele's continuation at Barcelona. Time is running out. The player wants to stay, but Barcelona do not want to match the demands of his agent Moussa Sissoko, and currently Bayern Munich and PSG are very interested in Dembele's service. I think this will be decided next week. I think some point next week we'll get some big leads from whoever it may be that with the decision of Ousmane Dembele. I know the club right now are pushing and they want to know by the end of the Villarreal match apparently. But we'll have to wait and see. For me, if he leaves, the big question is who will replace him. We do have some players coming in, maybe Raphinha, but also there is of course a gem in Barcelona B, and that is Abde. Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Abde will be part of the first team next year and will be promoted as per Xavi's request. With the more likely departure of Ousmane Dembele and Adama, the club will try to strengthen the right wing with Raphinha and promoting Abde. So the club right now are planning to sign Raphinha if Dembele leaves, and of course Adama will not continue from his loan move. What they're going to do in that right wing position is of course sign Raphinha and also promote Abde as a backup option. Now for me, I think this is not true at the moment. I think the preseason coming up in July will be absolutely huge and pivotal for Abde's career at Barcelona. Of course, he needs to impress and play well in training and also during the match. If he does so, he could be given the go-ahead and of course the trust. But I think at the moment that Mundo Deportivo are kind of rushing this a bit, kind of trying to predict the future. But we'll wait and see. The club still has hopes about Ousmane Dembele, but currently it's not looking too good. Let's now discuss some of the news surrounding Barcelona over the past 24 hours. Firstly, in my opinion, the biggest news around Barcelona, we do have an update on the sale of BLM, Barca Studio, and the signing of the CBC deal. Firstly, coming in from Mundo Deportivo, they've come out saying that Barcelona are currently in advanced talks to sell 49% of Barcelona's licensing and merchandising for €200 million. They also want to sell 49% of Barca Studios for the same price, which of course will bring in a total cash injection of around €400 million. And currently, the CBC deal is not a priority. Now, for that last statement, I completely disagree. I think CBC is probably the top out of the three, but right now, currently, the club are in advanced talk to sell BLM and hopefully soon Barca Studios as well. Now, Golo came out saying that Barcelona's intention is to not sell 49% stakes of Barca Studio and BLM, but to hand over the rights to the company over the limit period of time and also develop the project as well. The club wants to also close all these deals before June the 30th. So what we're going to do is actually not sell the stakes, but kind of load them out for a price to help that other company that's buying it develop it and maintain it, and then of course we'll probably have to pay them back for that 49%. So in the end, it won't be a permanent sale, but more so a long-term loan deal. And also, Xavi Lemos came out with a big statement saying that if Barcelona is able to complete the agreements with CVC, Barca Studios, and BLM, the club will not have to make a major sale this summer like of that of Frenkie de Jong. So if Barcelona can sign the CVC deal, sell 49% of Barca Studios and BLM, we do not need a major sale. Frenkie de Jong, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Serginho Dest, whoever it may be, will stay. Will not be forced to be sold. Of course, if a great offer comes in, like $200 million for Frenkie de Jong, of course we're going to sell him, but will not be forced to sell them. And for me, that is huge. There is a way to save Frenkie de Jong, and that is to seal all three of these deals before June the 30th. We have about a month and about 13 days left to get three massive cash injection deals over the line. The question now is, will it happen? If it does not happen, we must sell Frenkie de Jong before June the 30th to bring that money in, of course, 80 million euros to balance the books at Barcelona. Now, Gabriel Sanz from Mundo Deportivo came out saying that Xavi, Laporta, and the sports sectors will have a meeting in the next few days before May the 21st to plan the squad for next season. Barcelona are working very hard to close the economic deals, which would make the desired signings possible. So, of course, with these deals being done as well, it will make the signing, of course, of Lewandowski, Raphinha, Koulibaly, Kounde, and the two will remain be Alonso Azpilicueta much easier. With the sale of Frenkie de Jong, if these three deals cannot happen, we balance the books, but still makes the operation for Lewandowski, Raphinha, and all those other players I've already mentioned very, very difficult. Those three deals, those economic deals, are huge for Barcelona. The question is, can they seal all three deals before June the 30th? Now, the final topic that I want to discuss before I end off this video is, of course, cover the entire interview of Joan Laporta with Catalunya Radio. Now, in this interview, he gives us an update on everything: renewals, the economic deals, sales, signings, everything. And in my opinion, I think this interview is huge and I must cover it. So let's get in and see what he had to say. Starts off by saying, firstly, he mentioned about the Valencia meeting that happened a few hours before this actual interview took place. He said on Soler and Gaya, I won't say much, we talked about it, but we did not just talk about sporting topics as well, we talked about other things as well. Considering the circumstances of the club, I think the season ended in a very satisfying way, but we want more at Barcelona next season. I think we should have won the league last season. This time the feeling is different. This year with Xavi, won games that we want to win. At times we were very good and consistent. Excluding some injuries, we would have finished the season better. There was also a big imbalance in the squad. Pedri independence, there was also big injuries with BK and Ansu. So Laporta is saying that, look, if Ansu Fati and PK were not injured, Barcelona could have challenged for the league. And he also confirmed that PK, Jordi Alba, Busquets, and Roberto will continue at the club next season. Continuing on here, losing always has consequences. There were some unnecessary losses this season and we have to change the coach. Since then, we won a lot and finished second. Obviously though, we want more, and I know the risk of being optimistic, but it's also the sign of ambition. This is the message for the fans and also for the players in the locker room as well. Lewandowski, we have to consider our financial situation first, but let Jordi Cruyff and Mateu Alemán work to make these signings possible. The priority right now is to fix the club's economy. In a year, a big part of it will be fixed. I think we were able to sign players that we want once the club's economic situation is fixed. He was then asked about Frenkie de Jong's situation, and he replied by saying, let the sports department do their work, i.e. Mateu Alemán and Jordi Cruyff. We still want to do what's best for the club. If we manage to sign big economic deals, we can do what we want. Again, a big hint. If we sign CVC, sell Barca Studios, and BLM, we won't be forced to sell Frenkie de Jong, and that is now confirmed from the mouth of the president of Barcelona. He continues by saying that Xavi decides everything alongside with Mateu Alemán and Jordi Cruyff. So Xavi, again, big part of that Barcelona rebuild, signings, departures, all that sort of stuff. There are Barcelona players who are wanted by clubs on the market. We will do what is best for the club. If the economic levers that we want to activate aren't active properly, we'll have a difficult time in the market. So again, big hints there from Laporta saying, look, if we don't sign CBC, Barca Studio, and BLM, we will not have any impact on the market. We'll be forced to sell players and signings will become very difficult. But next season, we must have a team to aspire to win all titles, including the Champions League. Couple things here, mate. Firstly, you think you're going to compete in the Champions League by signing Alonso and Azpilicueta. You're absolutely wrong. And secondly, you have a month and 10 days to seal 3 huge deals for the club. This is, one of the biggest moments in the club's history. Our transfer window rides on these 3 deals. You have a month and a half left, and you think we're going to, challenge for titles in Champions League with our current squad? Absolutely not, in my opinion. Then asked about Ousmane Dembele. I think he wants to stay, but there are other very tempting offers that are better than ours on the table for him. We have already presented an offer to Ousmane, and we expect an answer at the beginning of next week. So there we go. Barcelona have made their final offer to Ousmane Dembele, and they will get an answer at some point next week. But currently, without a doubt, he has better offers on the table, i.e. Bayern Munich and PSG, and he will have to decide between which offer he wants to take. And we made an offer again because of Xavi and myself too both love Ousmane Dembele. So again, we dropped out in January, had some big fights, and now we've come back in and offered our final contract renewal. Contract renewal update on Dani Alves. That Dani Alves, he has fulfilled all of his objectives. Now we will talk talk and decide with him. Again, the objective is that €3 million bonus for playing 60% of all the matches this season that he was available for. Dani Alves wants to play in the World Cup. With the behavior that he has, the level he is right now, and the amount of experience that he has as well, it is possible that he extends his contract for 6 months, but we'll wait and see what the club and the Xavi decides to do. If we can sign the deals that we want before June the 30th, we will achieve something exceptional. The club has a net debt of negative €450 million when we arrive. We hope to improve the situation regarding this aspect. There are brands, investors who want to invest in our club. 49% of BLM to be sold for €200 million. The figures right now that are being reported in the media are not accurate, but nonetheless, we do have offers on the table. It is in advanced talks. We have a firm offer, but it has to pass in the assembly. The offers received for BLM are very, very good, but we must adjust them according to our interests. We value BLM highly. The offers that we have received so far are good. The offers that we have received so far are good, but we do not like some aspects of the deal, and we have to negotiate. I mean, madre mia, man, hurry the hell up. We also have other proposals that can improve our financial aspect. The figures are not yet satisfying, but again, we are negotiating for everything. Hurry up. I mean, I'm begging you. We got a month and a half left. We have several economic deals on the table, not only BLM. We will activate those that are necessary, but we want socials to help us in developing the club. CBC agreement would have given us an edge in the financial fair play, not because the Tebas wants us to, but the deal guarantees it. Other deals can also give you money because the net debt would then become positive. So Laporta is saying there, look, CBC helps with the FFP in La Liga and makes it much easier. We signed a deal, for example, with Goldman Sachs. It'll be difficult to implement that. It will still give us a net positive debt, but the question is, will it help with the FFP in La Liga, i.e. the wage bill, and of course the money that we're allowed to spend this summer? We've asked the CBC deal to be more flexible and a bit more different as well. The Super League, we're waiting for some movements, but again, the court dates will not end until the end of the year. So again, the Super League is still in full effect, but we'll get no news until the end of this year. On Deco, he was asked, he knows the club well and also the Brazilian market, i.e. Raphinha. He knows everything there, and we don't want this market to be without the involvement of Barcelona. It is true that he has a life link with the business. It is true that we talked to him about other implications, but for the moment there is not there. His loyalty for Barcelona is undeniable. He then asked about the contract renewal of Xavi. He said that Xavi, the technical department, is working on it, and he has the offer from Barcelona. We are waiting for him to respond positively to our offer as well. And lastly, Laporta concluded off by saying that if before June the 30th we activate some of the financial options that we have on the table, we will have cleaned up the club and the economy to a great extent. So overall, for me, the big take out of this interview is that firstly, Dembele will get an answer next week. Dani Alves will be offered a new contract. Xavi has his offer from Barcelona and will answer soon. The club hope very positively. And of course, CBC, Barca Studio, and BLM. If these three deals can be completed before June the 30th, the club will not be forced to sell players like Frankie de Jong, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, Des, Depay, whoever it may be. But if they cannot do it, they will be forced to sell these two players. He said that right now the club are negotiating for all three deals and hope to complete all three of them before that deadline. If they do that, it'll be a world-class exponential deal, but if not, of course, they will be forced to sell some big players in the current squad. So that was my reaction to the Barcelona news over the past 24 hours. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to leave a like, and of course, leave me your thoughts down below in the comments on everything we discussed. The main thing I want to know firstly is about the Lewandowski operation. Are you optimistic or not? Secondly, your thoughts on Xavi wanting both Azpilicueta and Alonso. For me, I'm still so freaking confused. Thirdly, on the meeting with Valencia, do you think that's a positive thing or a negative thing? And finally, on the CBC, Barca Studio, BLM, and Joan Laporta's comments on that. Do you think that Barcelona will end up selling all three of these deals by the deadline June the 30th? Or will they be forced to sell Frankie de Jong and other players as well? And of course, make sure you guys subscribe down below if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Take care and Forza Barca.